jinking and diving all over the place. Be careful, everybody. They wanted to be on the left-hand side of the road in order to open up this transition. You know, sketchy stuff can happen at any time. We're coming here to the very, very aptly named bit of a sinuous pavé, and we'll be with it in about 1900 metres time, a little bit less than that. It's, I always think it's just called Doom, but that's me misreading it, but which is a pity for Laurence, but anyway. Wout van Aert, Romain Gregoire, Nicolas Larsson, 31 Ks to go. 20 seconds over chasers, 33 now on indeed others, and he had went back to the other bike, had to wait for the puncture to be repaired on the spare on his first bike because he lost the use of indeed the bars, which snapped. They are coming through Dorn here, not Doom, but Dorn. If you misread it, it says Doom. It is for some others. Just look at the pace that Wout van Aert is putting into this. They're riding the rain gutter here, so they are, well, it's questionable. They're not on the cobbles, let's put it that way. They're finding the smoothest way home. Not everyone can do this if the pack come through together, but if you're in single file, you can take it on. You can get yourself out of shape and in trouble, but likewise, also Ineos, also Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. That's 5 different teams represented up towards the front of the race, either here in this trio or in the chase at 21 seconds. And so none of those teams, or their teammates, within the remaining body of the peloton are going to be indeed given to chasing at all. So no, I'm not doing it. Got a teammate up the road. I believe it was a command centre during the Second World War. There you go. Some of you may have realised that. 25 seconds is that gap to the 2 chasers, 44 and holding steady. There's been absolutely no diminution in the gap in the last, 10, 20 metres to go. And here's the ringmaster. The whip is in his hand, and everybody else, it seems, are beasts under his control. Romain Gregoire will have other ideas about that. Likewise will Nicolas Larsson, who's the best sprinter amongst this trio. But after a tough day, how much has he got left in the sprint legs? Indeed, the Dane in the pink helmet, who just Florian Vermeersch, part of the crew here. Meanwhile, here we go, and guess what? Fun is being happened with Vermeersch. I thought he was off the back. He's bridged over to this lot. That is amazing. Fantastic. Well, they've got some firepower then. I like this. Who else is going to come and join the fun? And that gap, which says around about 20 seconds, is clearly not that big. And as a result, there are others that are now starting to think about playing the game. This is fabulous. Dries de Bont is here as well with Ollie Naesen. And now this is starting to feel bridgeable, if only to the chase. So, Max Sheffield, Florian Vermeersch and Tim van Dijk. A reassembly of greats. Now, if you can get over to the trio of Sheffield, Vermeersch and Van Dijk, you might be able to work together and then work over these guys. But look at the kilometres to go. Only 23 remaining. And yes, our next obstacle is coming up. It is the Nochereberg. And don't forget, we take this twice. Maximum gradient, 6.7. Davide Tonati. He has been sensational. More on him in a moment. But Wout van Aert is stuck with Nicolas Larsson. Can't shake him off. Look at this. The vessel has set sail, and I'm afraid there's a limpet stuck on the hull. He cannot get away from Nicolas Larsson. He wants to be part of this. Wout van Aert knows this. He's got to make this as tough as possible. If he can't shake Larsson, who's not going to come through and give him a turn, looks behind right now. And look at what he's extended. He's actually kicked on and found some time out there. Romain Gregoire is in no man's land. Group 3 is Sheffield, Vermeersch and Tim van Dijk. They might get together as a fighting force, but Larsson stays on the back wheel here of Wout van Aert. And just look at the way that Wout van Aert now is moderating it. This is he going into time trialing mode. Well, for Flanders still to come. Head of the race, 18 kilometres to go, 25 seconds the margin. Nicolas Larsson comes through and offers up a wheel to Wout van Aert. So they're working together nicely. Just there, got in the way of Wout van Aert taking some sustenance. Not enough gap for them to get any kind of bottles at the side of the road beyond this from the car, I should say. And that's last feed missed, I believe, for Wout van Aert. Takes a two to the bottle. Maybe didn't need it. Who knows? Here's your chasing group, a quartet now with Magnus Sheffield, Florian Vermeersch, Tim van Dijk as well, Romain Gregoire. This is fantastic. Last bottles, last call at the bidon bar before they ring the bell. And so it is that we wait. Now don't ahead of them. And what a result. 23 seconds and they're screaming them on. It's been a long time since we've had a Belgian victory. It was Yves Lampaert, by the way, in 2018. That is far too long, 8 years for indeed Belgian cycling fans. And Wout has decided he's going to go for a little bit of sustenance. Just put it where it needs to be at the moment. Just keep your resources, your feed, absolutely vital at moments like this. 21 seconds to gap. And I think this might well be for minor places. There's a podium up for grabs out there, and we'll be talking about the sprint potentially at the end. It's odd thing to say, isn't it, with only 22 seconds with 11 kilometers to go. I mean, the rule of thumb is 1 minute of an advantage per 10 kilometers is sufficient, but that factors without the likes of Wout van Aert up the road. So that rule of thumb, it's a broken thumb, isn't it? Because Wout van Aert is the man with the thumb screws at the moment. He's put the hurt on absolutely everybody. His team have played an absolute blinder today. Is indeed at the centre of that, and here he goes. This is his moment, and he's shaken out Niklas Larsen. Chapeau to him. But Wout van Aert says, you know what, I'm out of here. And this is a way that Larsen will be put to the sword. He's on the radio right now saying, I just can't go with him. I've got nothing left. Brave effort by him, and a super effort by Unibet Rose Rockets. John Mould and Rob Harmelink will be very, very pleased with his performance today. That is for sure. But Wout van Aert has decided to kick over the hornet's nest, and away he has gone. I don't think there's anyone back there that's gonna indeed spoil the party, but that looks like indeed a kick on here. Is it Romain Gregoire, or is it Gruel, or is it Gregoire who's coming over here? Let's have a look. Who else has got anything fresh? A little bit further behind, waiting to see. Here it is. Well, those further behind, have you got anything? If you have, it's time to spend it now. And Michael Valgren is in the vanguard. It's Valentin Madouas that picks it up. Can he possibly? 28 seconds. That was Larsen just pulling the pin. That looks like possibly too much to gain back. But Valgren wants to be part of this. Listen to the cheers here. Sensational transition here for Wout van Aert. He's going to win solo, for goodness sake. 26 seconds, 8.7 Ks to go. If he can keep it up, deal with before he actually gets to home. This is absolutely remarkable. He's dealt with the Nochereberg. We're just busy looking at those who are behind him as well. He's just on the Harlingemstraat, and in fact, still a little bit way to go before he gets there. But he's spearing through every one of these apexes. Absolutely brilliant. Look at this. He could choose his own way home at the moment. And the way is sheer domination. This has been brilliant for a man who's struggled so much with this race. And it's been a long road back to his absolute best, and he's where he needs to be. He's going to be rapidly shortening odds, of course, for the big one on Sunday as well. But this race, it produces big performances, has done in the past. 13 seconds. But, you know, strange things happen. Look at the concerted drive that's going on here behind. They're being screamed home. 2.4 kilometers, 8 seconds. It was down to 6 a moment ago, and here goes Filippo Ganna. He's still very much where he needs to be. Florian Vermeersch is with him as well. It looks like everyone else is just about out of it, which is coming up right now. There's your 2 Ks to go, Banner. He's going to take this right-hander. The pack's still behind him. He could still get caught in the very last here. Filippo Ganna still believes in it. Filippo Ganna through it. This is going to be penance, or indeed penury for Wout van Aert. Here he is, 5 seconds with 1,400 meters to go. He could get caught here, but don't forget it's Wout van Aert, and everybody else is absolutely on their limit. Florian Vermeersch folds into it. The sprinters are trying to come through here. Soren Krauw is trying to tee up Mads Pedersen way back there. 5 seconds he holds, 1200 meters. Oh, amazing. He's going to spear through the Flamme Rouge, but with a margin of probably only 4 seconds. Let's wait and see. He's still grinding into this one. It's going to be one of the hardest wins of his career if he holds on. There's the Flamme Rouge, double phase right-hander still to come. Here comes the first phase of it in a few moments' time. He goes right and then it'll be right again, but right on him is Filippo Ganna. And here he comes, Filippo Ganna in of course, team pursuit mode right now, but it's a team of one, and he's trying to spear into the gap. Ganna's onto him. There's a big old right-hander coming up. Then there's another one in very short order. Can Wout van Aert possibly hold on? Here comes Filippo Ganna. He's dropped Vermeersch. The sprinters are behind as well. First phase of this turn. There goes Van Aert. He can almost see the finish line. He can possibly almost smell it. He'll take the turn here. And here it is. There's the last couple of 100 meters. Filippo Ganna, has he got anything to drive into this one? Here's Ganna, track time trialy mode right now, and he's spearing up to it. It's going to be a 2-up sprint to the line. Here goes Wout van Aert. Filippo Ganna's on his case. Oh my goodness, he's going to get there. Ganna's going to get it on the throw. Heartbreak for Wout van Aert. Genius at work. What timing that was. Filippo Ganna, absolutely supreme. That was mind-blowingly effective. Ganna, what a day. 3 bike changes along the way. He leans into it. For a big man, he's got such a kick, and here he goes. He's in that aero pocket right now, and we're on a countdown. The last few meters of this race, and Ganna comes round. How cruel a game is this? And there it is. And Wout van Aert realizes he has been beaten again. It was about the 75-meter mark. Fantastic performance by both of those men. Binim Gamay just on the throw there at the very last. We'll get an official result for you in a few moments' time, but my goodness, we have had a sensational win today by an amazing pair of athletes at the very top of their game. Wout van Aert looking behind, thinking he's even second. A giant of the sport on track and road, Filippo Ganna. And here it is from the heads up, and the hoardings being beaten here on behalf of Wout van Aert. Ganna just getting into the pocket and going. Mads Pedersen also very much part of the fray right at the very end. Wout van Aert pedaling on, looks behind, see, is he going to be second? The answer is yes. But Ganna, absolutely supreme today. And considering what he had to deal with in terms of technical failure, he broke his bars, for goodness sake, out there on the cobbles. Nothing can stop him when he's in this mode. Filippo Ganna is our champion. He wins the 80th edition of the Dwars of Vlaanderen. What a race that was. Absolutely remarkable. Ooh, just on the line here. Looks like Varenshold got it on the throw. Well, there you go. A bottle of little champagne. Why not? Want die weet daar zeker en vast wel weg mee. En we hebben ook nog mevrouw Hannelore Botterman bij ons, die namens Lidl. Now don't dampen the donkey. He's concerned about that. He gets it out the way. He wants to take the cuddly toy home. Don't splash my donkey. Could be a t-shirt, that, couldn't it?